Hi guys, I'm Asif Ali and you're watching CGHOW video, and today we will make this effect from scratch. So by the end of this video you can make this effect by your own. So let's start this tutorial. So let's start this and we will create that spell that you just seen in the thumbnail and you just clicked on this video. So we have to create that. So let's create a ring first. So for this ring I have already some textures material, but I will do that again from the scratch. So I'll call it M ring. And because we will need that ring with different thickness, so we will make that ring with some parameters. So I'll just take the radial exponent, and you can make two ways a ring from the radial called radial exponent. First thing is, if I preview, this is radial, and if I take the sine, it will make that ring. Okay, if you make this two. Okay. Second, you can take two radials with different radius and subtract from each other. So let's say I use this, and after this, I'll use smooth step, and I'll take the dynamic parameter, and this is our minimum. And for the maximum, I will add minimum and maximum together. So I'll call these min max. And if I preview this and with some settings like I'll make this 0, it will be default. But if I increasing this value, this minimum, it will work like this. Okay, we can make it if you put the values close, it will be very sharp. Okay, so we have this. Let's take the particle color, and I'll just directly connect it to here, and I'll make this translucent and let to side it and multiply this. Cool. So let's just save it. Then I will create a Niagara, and I'll take let's take new NS spell, and then I will go here and take a new emitter. Actually, in the Niagara, let me just reset this because I want different settings here. So I'll put it here, this thing here, this thing here. Okay, and actually, I think I have something in my layout. Let me check. Okay, default. If I open this, I just want it here. Okay, and this detail should be here, and this thing here. Yeah, that's what I want. And I will just save this layout so in case my Unreal crash or anything. So now this area is useless, so I can just put myself here, and yeah, uh, this will go here, and this will here. Okay, if I select something, and I'm here. Okay, let's make it dark. Go to Windows and the layout, just save it new. Okay, so it's saved. So I'll just right click, take emitter, and I'll take the fountain, and this is ring. And I just need one, so I will just delete this and take the burst, and we are just making it looping, so I will just make this once, make the life infinite, and I don't need this thing, this thing, this thing, this, and this. Cool. So this is just one particle, and this should be a ring, so I will just use that ring material here, and let's also save both. So this is my ring now, and I don't need any rotation, although rotation doesn't matter here because this is a ring. Size maybe 100 for now, maybe 50 is enough. And I will go to dynamic parameter, make this like 0.2, 0.1, or maybe like this. Like this is 0.8, and if I make it 0.8, this should like this. Yeah, this much. 0.98. Yeah, this much. And I'll make this just uh red. Orange is maybe 20. Okay. Then I need a second ring. I'll copy and paste. And here, let's play this also. And I'll make this and here. And this second ring should be the different size, maybe here. And then thickness 0.99 or maybe this much. And then size maybe this much. Okay. Then we need a flash here. So for that, there are lots of ways to do that. I have already flash texture, but I will make quickly for you. So M flash, and the quick way will be, I'll just take the radial exponent again, and there's a radius which is 0.5 by default. I will scale it through a noise texture. So if you have a texture, that's cool. If I press T, and if I found texture like blur noise I have, okay, I can use this, but this is radial, this is not radial, so I will take vector to radial, expon this, and I'll just use it here. But before that, let's multiply it for the tiling. And now if I preview, and to remove that seam, this seam, you can just use the flavor. And for the tiling, what I'll do, X I'll put 3 and Y I'll put 0. So it will be like this. And then to edit the radius of this, I'll take the lure and use this. By default, the radius is 0.5. So if I put 0.5, 0.5, nothing will change. But if you edit this value like 0, it will change it. I'll make it 1. So you have kind of a flash. Okay. And this styling will change everything. So I'll just use 3. And let's also add pan here, maybe 0.2, 0.1, and just connect it here. So now you have this. I think it's too fast, maybe just 0.05, 0.01. And particle color, this will go directly here. And I'll make this additive, unlit, sided, and multiply this thing for the opacity. Cool. You can change a lot of thing in it. You can decrease the density if you want. Like if it's 1, it will be different. It will be faded like this. So you can use it. Okay. And you can also add with the tiling and lots of things. So let's save this. Now I will browse this, and here, let's copy this and paste, and I'll call it flash. Actually, it's, yeah, flash. And then I will just change the texture. This what material I need here. This. So you have flash. And if you feel like it's like a 2D, you can also make it 3D, but I think it's okay. I'll just make it faded, maybe 5, make it bigger. And then I can copy and paste this and make the spawn rate maybe 3 or 5, and maybe size random. I'll make it 30, 10, and make this brighter, and random rotation like this. Cool. Then we will add some glow around it. So for that, I'll copy the ring again, paste it here, and I'll call it glow. And what I'll do, I'll just delete this and take it again. So it will come with a radial. And I don't want just one particle. So I will take the spawn rate, and I want infinity loop. I want live, and spawn rate is like 5, and it should like scale. So I'll take the size and just take this curve and it should be fade in, fade out. So I'll take the scale color and take the curve here and just use this. And overall size now maybe 0.5, and this thing should be just 1. Yeah, glow. And we can add some warm up time here, so it will be there always. Cool. And then I will duplicate this glow and make it little more reddish, maybe, and make it little bigger, maybe 1, and make it opacity 0.3 or 0.5, or maybe size 0.7. Okay. Yeah, looks fine to me. And I'll just save all. Then we need some particle around it and a big glow again. So you can make this big, but I'll take again this one. And this time I'll make the size 1.2 or 1.3 and make it faded, maybe 0.3. And now I want some particles around it. So I'll just take the emitter again and I'll take the fountain, par particles, fill. And what I'll do, let it compile. So now what I'll do, I'll remove the velocity, gravity, and this is the sphere size. I'll make it maybe 20 and make the particle size 1 and zero point 0.1. Yeah, and I'll take the size like from here and make this scale up and down. And then I'll make these like this, and then little variation in it, like some are really bright. And in the colors, I don't want much, but in the saturation, maybe. Yeah, looks cool. Then what we can do, we can add some random rings around. So what I can do, I can just take that ring material, browse this, and here duplicate this particle fill and spawn rate maybe just 5 and change the material from the ring. And then take the dynamic parameter 0.1, 0.99, 0.9, and size maybe 5, 10, or maybe 20. And life maybe basically 3 and 2. But now size is too much, maybe 10. And spawn rate is just maybe 3. And that flash is gone, this bright one, this one, this one. So I'll make the shorting of this in the rendering, make it 1. So it will be, if not working, you can just take the camera offset and maybe 2. Yeah, it will be above always. Cool, so almost is done. We just have to add, we can also add some curl noise in these, so maybe little bit. Yeah, 5, and also animate this. Yeah, looks cool. We just have to add some streaks from it, and for the streaks you can also use uh same flash material, but we can edit that. So I will duplicate this, and now instead of using it like this, what we can do, we can use the same texture but not for the radius. So if I preview this and make the radius little down, maybe 0.3, and we take texture coordinate and multiply this noise and then add this on this, it will distort radial with this noise, but all on both sides, both axes. So I just want it on X but not Y. And also I want different tiling. So for this noise, So I'll want like 0.1 and 3. So if I preview, this noise will be like this, stressed with these UV setting. So now it's stretching this also. I don't want that 100%, maybe 0.7. Yeah, and then we can add banner, of course. We can make it like 0.1. Yeah, cool. We can use it. We can make the radius 8.2. Yeah, cool. So I'll just save it and then I'll browse it, and here, and these are rings. So now I'll just copy any emitter like this ring, copy and paste, and where we will call it streak. And then in this one, change the material, and I don't want this for now. I don't want this for now, and spawn rate maybe 10. Size I will use, let's add velocity in it and shoot in one direction like X and red, or minus 50. And size maybe 50. We have to use this actually. 20, 50, 30, and then we will also use velocity line here. Then we can stretch it here to 100 and 100. And I'm actually stretching it on the wrong direction because in the sprite, this up down is facing, this up is facing. So we have to just tweak it, swap it actually, 0.05, 0.1, then tiling 3 and 0.1, and then this thing 0.7 and 0. Just swapping the settings and everything will be fine. Yeah, cool. Save it. And now it's working fine. So I'll make it brighter, maybe 20. It should start from this point, so I'll make this 0.8, 0.6. Yeah, and it should like, I need a size curve, so I'll just drag it from here. We should have something to like dissolve it, maybe life, maybe just 1.8. Yeah, velocity maybe minus, and we can increase stretchness. Size is still is missing, but and yeah, looks cool. Maybe just 10. And then we will copy this and paste. And this time what I'll do, I'll add a sphere location and then make these little thinner, maybe 5 and 1 and 20 and 5, maybe 100 and 50. And sphere size maybe 20, and then stretch size maybe 300, and yeah, like this. We can increase the spawn rate like this. So you have like this is PAL kind of thing. Looks cool, I guess. And I don't know what size I created it, but let me check it with the character if I have. Yeah, so if I put it here, I think I made it very big. No, it's perfect size. Yeah, it's perfect size. So this is how you can make the spell. I don't know. I will add something in it, but you can add if you want. It looks good, right? So thanks for watching. Keep learning. Bye bye.